This time on Hobby Journeys, we're looking at the Warhammer reveals for January and February, with lots of Chaos Space Marine pirates, flying Chaos Space Marines for Killteam, and lots of other stuff.
Hello, welcome to Hobby Journeys.
I'm Matthew and this is my dad.
Yep, so it's been a little while since we've done a video. Normally make excuses. We won't make excuses. Busy people, aren't we? Busy people. We've got into a new Warhammer game, haven't we? We've been playing a lot of Killteam recently. We've got quite a lot of stuff, haven't we?
Yeah.
So in terms of the channel, we never quite seem to keep up the weekly videos, not all the time, but we also want to do a bit more hobby content and doing a weekly video and then also doing another video is a little bit much. What we're going to do, this is the plan for the channel going forward. We're going to be doing a monthly roundup of all the new releases. One of the problems we've had is because they'll do a reveal show and we see all the reveals, and then we also do a video where we review the weekly release when it comes out as well, so we're looking at all the things twice.
Yeah.
So I think about a monthly catch up on all of the reveals, what's gone on, what's been released would be about right. We're going to try to do a bit more hobby content, aren't we? So we're going to be doing we're going to focus on Killteam. We'll talk about more about this when we come to our Killteam videos, but I think it's a really good, coming back to our roots. This is about our hobby journey, and we've got quite a Killteam. So
he said the thing. He said the thing.
I said the thing on the thing.
Yeah.
The title of the hobby journey.
Yeah, he said the thing.
Yeah. So we originally called this hobby journey because the idea was to talk about our sort of, how Matthew particularly as a youngster and me getting back into the hobby when I got back into the hobby. It was all about our growth in the hobby, but and we were originally following Imperium magazine doing all the things in that, but it got a bit onerous doing like a painting video. We got to do lots of different shots and all that sort of thing, then a battle report, and it became a bit much. So we pivoted towards doing the weekly reveals, which we enjoy, and we're still going to keep doing that content. But I think that what we'd quite like to do is also get back to our roots and talk about, Matthew's 12. So how a 12-year-old adapts to getting into proper hobbies. We're actually playing games. We'll be going to a gaming store to
I'm better than
play.
him now, by the way.
Yeah, Matthew does keep beating me, which is really depressing. But here we are. I'm not even. When we used to play when you were 8, I might have let you win a little bit. Now I'm trying my best, and I still can't beat him. Unbelievable. But so we'll be doing a little bit of content around that. Anyway, this video isn't about all that. This video is about looking at the reveals we're going to look at the reveals from January and February of 2026, which is the year we're in like now and that.
Yeah.
So
we're not in 2027 yet.
Yeah, so we will be doing them. So the next video we'll be looking at all of the March reveals. We're going to get ourselves caught up and look at the January and February.
We're not in March yet.
Well, that's the point. We're doing January and February this one. The next video will be March. Yeah, so we're going to have a bit of a catch up with this video, fly through the highlights in Warhammer off of January and February. Shall we get into it, Matthew?
Yeah.
Let's do that, eh? Right, so first up in January, we had a new Angron model for the Horus Heresy. Should we have a bit
they
of a
fly
close-up?
now?
He's an all-fly. So this is Angron transfigured. So we have had the previous Angron model. He was much more Space Marine armory, and basically that was Angron while he was still sort of loyalist. If he was ever particularly loyal, which is a question. But this is actually when he's become full-on demon-y, basically.
Yeah, like how it in 40k.
Yeah, so this would be at the point where probably Siege of Terror sort of time, that sort of thing. What do you think of the model?
I like the wings, they're very big.
They are very big, aren't they? Painted quite well, actually, I think, as well. Let's be clear, though, this is Forge World resin, so this is going to be... And look at all the detail, that's going to be an absolute nightmare to build.
I also like the armour, the armour's really nice.
Yeah, I think it's very detailed, lots of skulls.
Yeah.
You like the skulls?
Well... Yeah, he's a bit murdery, isn't he?
He's quite You wouldn't like to run into him, would you? If you were a Space Marine just wandering across the battlefield and you ran into him, you think, I'm basically just dead.
Well, it depends what Sides you're on, to be fair, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, to be fair, I don't think he had many qualms about slaughtering his own legion, to be honest.
Well, no, he probably did care about his own legion, but probably about the other.
No, he pretty much just slaughtered anyone, including his own legion, if you fancied it. You know, if there's no one else to kill, Angron was not fussy. You know, that was just how he rolled. So yeah, anyway, so we've got that new model. Bit of a zoomed in look. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, poor dead fella.
He probably just killed him as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's doing.
Yeah, he's just absolutely massacred, hasn't he? Also had a couple of new models as well to go along. Skittery battle group. I mean,
Skittery.
Skittery.
Yeah.
Skittery.
Oh, it's Skittery now. Yeah.
Skittery. These were the new mods. We looked at these before Christmas when they were first revealed. They have grown on me. I really quite like these. I love this drone thing.
Yeah.
It's very good at it. You know, what do you think, Matthew, to these guys?
I'm actually not that big of a fan. In 40k, not in 40k, in Warhammer, I like the, heavily armoured, ready for battle type of units.
Yeah.
But these guys are very rusty, they're a bit
skinny, aren't they?
Yeah.
Bit skinny. There's not much heft to them, is there?
No.
Yeah, I like them because for me the AdMech need to be really biomechanically weird, and they sort of pull that off. I mean, you won't appreciate this, but there's something a bit H.R. Geiger about them, who was an artist who did biomechanical stuff a lot of the time. Did the Alien off of the Alien films.
Oh.
There's something a bit of an essence of some of his work to them, but they are sufficiently weird. I think that is the key thing. I mean, they've grown on me. I wasn't so keen at the start. I'm still probably not going to buy any. I might buy this drone though. I do like the drone.
If it gets single release, yeah.
If it gets a single release, and also if I've painted all the other things I've got to paint, which is quite a lot of the moment.
Yeah, you're still on your spending limit, aren't you?
Way past that. But yeah, got those fellas and a book for them. Next up,
Sigmar.
We've got some Age of Sigmar. This was from the New Year previews. So I'm just easing you in here, Matthew. A bit of Age of Sigmar just to ease you in before we get to the really exciting stuff. We had some Sorcerer models. Fine.
Okay.
Fine. Some things. But what I really wanted to get to, some Zenich stuff. Yeah, this will be up your street.
Did you just say Zenich?
Zenich.
You're just messing up every word today.
What's the word meant to be?
Zeech.
Zeech?
Yeah.
It's got a T on the front.
What?
It starts with a T. Where's the T gone?
That's me.
It's only because you play Total War and they actually say it out loud.
From.
Yeah.
It's just Zeech.
Well, no, it's only because I read it. It's got a T on the front. Zeech. Zeech.
Yeah, it's Zeech.
Zeech.
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough. What I wanted to get to though was these fellas. We've got Lumineth Realm Lords. There's a few characters. These are basically high elves, but in Age of Sigmar.
Oh, high elves off Wish. Is that what it is?
No, these actually, as standalone models, are much better than the high elves you got at the moment, because the high elves we've got at the moment are these still the really old models from back when Fantasy Battle was first out. These guys, I really like them. I'm not gonna buy. To be fair, I got very close to picking up Lumineth Army at one stage because I do like the models, but I want Rast Manx of Rast. I want Rast Manx of. I want massed ranks of men, Fantasy Battle style. That's what I want.
I thought you were going to talk about rats for a second. You want Skaven?
Basically, I want the high elves, and then the high elves have come back, but they're old models, so I don't really want the old models. But I've still got a feeling we're going to be seeing a range refresh for all this stuff at some point. So there's that fella. I like that. What do you reckon to this guy, by the way?
It's all right. He's pretty. There's not much going on with him, which is quite like. There's obviously a few details with his banner and his cloak and a few decorations on his armour. But...
I mean, you can paint them how you want, but I really like the very clean sort of cream and light blue colour scheme. Very high elf that is as well, by the way.
But is there two main colours in that?
Yeah, it is. I also like, apparently, if you get, I mean, I don't know if it's the same with this fella, But with a lot of the when they did the Lumineth range, all of the banners are blowing in the wind in the same direction. So when you have them on the battlefield and you put them all together, it looks like they work together because all the banners are blowing in the same direction in the wind. I quite like that as a little touch. It's a sort of touch that's completely unnecessary. But
Yeah, but they've just done it anyway.
And I'm hoping this guy also fits into that same wind direction.
He looks a bit
Liking this as
smarter.
well. I think this is the same model, but
Oh, it could be.
yeah, just a variant on it. It might not be.
It's very
but,
similar armour, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's good model though. Good model. I like it.
It looks a bit smarter than
this was to go along with the battle team.
ooh.
We should probably name who this guy is. Venari Lord Regent. This is basically a generic Lord guy, basically. Which is why I guess you're getting some options to make a different kitting out of the
He looks
model.
so Spartan, though, doesn't
He
he?
does look quite Spartan, doesn't he? Yeah.
To be fair, that might be because he's wearing red, but
I mean, there's quite a big contrast between that build of him and that build of him, isn't
Yeah.
there? It sort of looks like almost a different model.
the only thing about them is the armour's very similar.
Yeah, the body's going to be, it's the same body, isn't it? They've just
Yeah.
painted it different, sort of with gold there and the sort of cream white there. But yeah, anyway, I approve because I do like the Lumineth. Anyway, this is just easing you in. Let's ease you in with a bit more Age of Sigmar, Matthew. Now we have the Ossiarch Bone Reapers. Do you know who the Ossiarch Bone Reapers are?
No, but I think I've heard of them.
So these are like undead space marines, basically.
Oh.
This is Nagash, who is the leader
I know
of
who
all of
Nagash
them. Yeah,
is.
you know who Nagash is. So he basically created the bone. So basically, they collect the bone type. The bone type is all the people living in the mortal realm, which is the undead one. I can't remember what it's called.
What is this? Sigmar or Old World?
This is Sigmar, Age of Sigmar. So in basically, these guys are sort of like. He's not a good example. Hang on, I'll come back to him. Let's find. Yeah, this is more like it. So it's sort of like a bit like a space marine, but made out of bones.
Oh.
So they're basically sort of skeletons, but even more so. They've got lots of armor made out of bone. Basically, they collect bones from all of the people who live in that realm. All the people who've died, they collect their bones and they make them into the bone reapers.
Oh, I thought they were like Tomb Kings.
But not really. It's a bit different, similar.
That's what I thought they were.
There's a bit of an ethos that's very similar. Here you go. This is the sort of thing they look like. Because they're all constructed out of, like, it's armour, but it's made of bone, basically.
Oh.
That's the sort of gist of it. Yeah. Anyway, let's go back to that chariot, because I'd like the look of the chariot. What do you reckon to this, Matthew? Do you like the look of the Ossiarch Bone Reapers?
It's a bit of a mix for me, because I quite like the Tomb Kings, but I feel like they're just, especially the armour. I like the chariot bit. If you go to the armour, let the armour just on.
A bit further down, these guys.
No, I don't like the armour on those.
You don't like the armour on these guys?
So the ones that are not unarmoured are really good, I think.
So these are your bowmen. I think we might have some... here we go. What about these guys?
Yeah, like how they're like... You got the masks on and stuff. I don't really like that as much.
No. It has to be said, I feel I should really like the Ossiarch Bone Reapers, but I just can't get into them. They just don't quite do it for me. Some of the models in the range are really good, actually. But...
So they're a bit like Nagash's servants.
As well. Massive Legion, basically. Yeah. They're a bit like his Space Marine Legion, but made out of bones. That sort of thing. I quite like it. I mean, I'm not so keen on these guys. The infantry we got here, not massive on. This chariot, this guy's good. I like him. He's good.
Wait, so I don't know much about Age of Sigmar. What does Nagash do in it?
So in Fantasy Battle, or the original Warhammer, your Total War setting and that, he was a necromancer.
Yeah, he was.
He aspired to. Yeah, and he aspired to godhood. And then he got godhood, so now he's the god of the dead, basically.
Oh.
There's a huge model of him. We'll do a range review of him at some point.
Can you show me after we're done?
Yeah, we'll have a look. We'll have a look later. Yeah, so that's that. Also in the New Year reveals, we had some big tanks, so a massive tank. We did see this
we saw
previously.
Ago.
Yeah, we did. Well, I think we saw something similar. Anyway, I mean, It's not this I'm so interested in. What I'm interested in, looking at here, the highlight here was this. This is a whirlwind, and I love this. Love this. The whirlwind was a model back in second edition Warhammer 40,000. Looked basically almost identical to this at the time. It went through various iterations with missiles on the top or the box on top with the missiles in. This is classic. I love this as well. I could happily build that. Build and paint that. What do you reckon to a whirlwind?
I like the thing on the back, like the
Missile launcher.
shooting thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't really like the car it's on.
What, the Rhino chassis?
Yeah.
The classic Rhino chassis.
Well, I've never really liked the Rhino. I've said that.
It's just wrong. Sacrilege. Absolute
It's
sacrilege.
not bad. I like tanks more.
I mean, fine, but you also need your APC.
Well,
I mean,
what
you
does it even do? Space Marines are pretty much their own individual tanks anyway.
They carry them into battle.
Can they not walk? It's a bit lazy.
It's quicker. Gets them to where they're going. You know, not going to walk
The
all over.
superhumans, can they not run
I mean,
quick?
probably is the answer, but you know, here we are.
Just
Anyway,
laziness.
I think this is great. Also, a great paint job. Really liking that. But yeah. Anyway, there's that. We've also got, this is getting into the meat of it. We've got the 40k stuff.
But literally, there's Terminids in it.
So if you remember going back to before Christmas, we were looking at the 500 Worlds, which is the first in a series of books.
Stuff.
Like I was saying at the time, I said I think this is going to be leading up to the new 11th edition. We're going to be seeing 11th edition of Warhammer 40,000 in about June time. I think. They did the same last time where they finish off the previous edition with a series of books just to give it a bit of longevity. We have the 500 Worlds. Basically, each one, it's not just a book, it is 4 books in one binder, basically, where you've got, you know, a bit of lore, some missions, some rules, all in their own separate little codices. So with the 500 Worlds, this time we've got the Maelstrom. Who is this fella on the front, you ask, Matthew? Well, if you hold your horses, we'll come to that in a second.
I was going to ask that, but then you said it before I could ask it.
I can't really get into it. So basically, we're going to get some books, and in a second, we'll talk about what the gist of that is. Oh, look, spoilers. Oh, it's too slow. Too slow, Matthew.
Huh?
Anyway, it's all about this chap, the Red Corsairs. So,
But that's not one person, though, is it?
But this guy is Huron Blackheart. So what this is Chaos Space Marine Pirates.
Oh, you told me about these.
I did tell you about this. Well, I think we did have a very quick look at this at some point when it first got revealed. So you've got Huron. He's a mad fella with a claw. We did look at him because he got announced on Christmas Day, if you remember.
I don't remember, but
you've got the rest of his gang.
Oh,
so these are the characters.
Does that show that he was part of the Imperial Fists?
Where are you looking?
He's got like a fist on his shoulder pad.
I think that's something to do with, that's his motif. Because if you look, it's claw. I mean, maybe he was an Imperial Fist. I don't know the lore.
Yeah, but then he's also got the Eye of Horus in his stomach, doesn't he?
Yeah, this is true. I don't know is the answer. I haven't read the lore. I haven't even skimmed what's on here. Now, the good thing with this pirate band, it is Space Marines, but it's also other things in it. So you got this lady over here.
Is she like a chaos?
So I think with these guys is they're sort of chaos adjacent as opposed to like being directly chaos. All of them, you got this fella.
They're more focused on being pirates than they are being chaos. Yeah,
it's a pirate band who live in the warp, but that doesn't necessarily mean they are all Chaos Space Marines. Although I think largely,
There's literally an apothecary there, isn't there?
Yeah, well, he doesn't look like a nice apothecary.
Well, no.
I don't think he's making you better, Matthew. I think this fella down here is having a bad time of it.
Well, if you notice, he's got the thingy on his thing too, so it can't just be his logo. So maybe that's just their logo.
I think he's sort of healing one of their guys. I don't think that guy's happy about it.
I think he's taking the gene seed out.
Yeah, while still alive by the looks of it, because he's trying, no, don't take my gene seed while I still live. He looks pretty horrific. I'm liking this alien thing. Like I say, it's not a demon. This is just some alien fella. What do you think to these, Matthew? What are you thinking? What's your thoughts?
I actually quite like the idea of just having a mismatch of an apothecary, a Chaos Space Marine guy, whatever these are. I don't even know what they are.
I think he's like a chaplain.
He looks like a chaplain,
and he's like a librarian-ish,
maybe. And then he's an alien.
Just an alien.
Yeah.
Just an alien.
He's some sort of evil apothecary.
Yeah, exactly.
And then there's a religious lady.
Oh, this is just the characters. I mean, let's get into
The army.
what else we've got. Oh, so we've got. Let's have a look at a bit more of a zoom in the characters.
Do they have the characters' lore?
Oh, look at this fella. Oh no, don't take my dream seed.
He seems to be rotting.
I don't think he's having a good time of it, Matthew. I don't think he's having a good time of it. Didn't tell you the lore. Yeah, there's loads of stuff. I'm not going to sit here and read through it right now. Talarian bounty hunter. I bet that's the alien. No, only is the enforcer. Talarian. That's
How
what he
are
is.
the Masters of the Maelstrom?
Well, there you are. Yeah. So this is the box set that got released. That'll have been gone by now. No chance of getting that. I know these guys have been released now. But these are your normal rank and file.
Oh, are they like emos?
I think if you paint them that way, yeah. Let's just zoom it out a little bit. There we go. So I really like the armor. There's something about the sort of plain armor. There's no
just
Aquila.
So clean, isn't it?
Clean look. I really like these guys. I think these are great. Some are helmeted. Occasionally, I just think they look really good. These are actually my favourite of all the Chaos Space Marines. I didn't expect to like these, by the way. So when I saw they'd done sort of Chaos Space Marine pirates, I thought, oh no, well, whatever. But I really like these.
I really like it because the whole thing in Warhammer is that everyone's part of a faction and everyone's battling. These guys are just all on their own in the Maelstrom, robbing anyone that comes by.
Yeah, just heading out probably heading out on their pirate ship, finding anyone travelling stupidly near to the warp and that. Sorry, I just thought I'd check that's still running. Yeah, anyone who's stupidly travelling near to the warp and that. I really like these Space Marines. I think they just look great.
I like the fact they're just not part of a faction. That's really cool.
Yeah.
They're not lying to Necrons, Tau, anything. They just want money.
And they're all very individual as well.
Yeah.
I mean, the models themselves are very, very individual.
It seems like, they're all business. Like, they're all part of different chapters instead of being from traitor chapters. Because that's a beaker helmet. He could be, what's it called?
Well, I like the fact that some of the shoulder pads are sort of the more new style. What do you call them? The ones you get with like the Reavers and stuff like that. With them, you've got the bobbly things that you used to have in like Rogue Trader Edition. Those look great.
Because I imagine he was a Space Wolf or maybe
this fella.
Yeah. If you go back to the right.
Yeah, well, he's got the wolf pelt going on. See,
he's got a Corvus helmet. So what would he be?
Raven Guard.
Yeah, Raven Guard.
Yeah.
Keep scrolling. We've got he might be an Imperial Fist.
Just because he got a big fist.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe.
These two could be what's it called, salamanders, because he's a flamer.
It's true. They do look great though. I think these are fantastic.
Wait, maybe those are Raven Guard.
Yeah, it could be. But yeah, anyway, I think these look really good.
Because they're
and that's not it either. We've also got Reaver Captain.
So maybe the whole point of them is maybe they're not all as chaosy as they're saying they are, and they all just want money.
Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, I think they aren't particularly aligned with the Chaos God. They're all a bit chaosy, but not 100%.
Well, maybe when they say chaosy, maybe they just think we don't like the Imperium, so we're chaos. Maybe that's what the Imperium said. Maybe it's propaganda. Maybe Games Workshop's putting out propaganda.
It could be. But yeah, so he's got this Reaver Captain. Good model again,
Because he looks a bit white scarry, doesn't he, with his helmet?
He does, and he's got the skulls. He's collecting. Quite probably. We like that. These fellas as well. These are.
They look a bit more basic, don't they?
What are these? So.
What are they? Well, not saying the name.
So these are normal Chaos Space Marines, but upgraded with the upgrade sprue. I think that's what's going on.
So these just the ones we just looked at, but.
So we've got this upgrade sprue that you can upgrade to make a normal Chaos Space Marine into one of these fellas. So I think that's what's going on anyway. I'm presuming.
Maybe. Oh, Terminators.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. So basically, you can incorporate normal Chaos Space Marines into one of these, and you also
got normal humans.
These are Traitor Guardsmen. So yeah, Traitor Guardsmen also done up to be within a Reaver.
I actually really like these. They remind me a bit of the Death Guard, where you've got a mismatch of things.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think they'd be if I was going to do any Chaos Space Marines, I think this would be it. I mean, I did think I might at some point do Emperor's Children. Off the table now, these guys for me. I think these. If I was going to do some, which I probably will never get to be honest, because I've got. About a million other things to paint. But if I was going to, it would be these guys. I do like them. They're very good. Next up, the Corsairs do need to have some sort of,
Oh yeah, enemy.
counterbalance. And with these, we've got Eldari Corsairs.
They really like the word Corsair, don't they?
I think, yeah. Well, again, pirates. I think so. These are Eldar pirates.
Well, it makes a bit more sense for the Eldari, doesn't it?
Yeah. So again, we've got Battle Force coming out, but should we have a look at some of the miniatures?
The Eldar remind me a bit of the High Elves. You know, like they both have the same gods.
Yeah.
They both put pointy ears.
Yeah. Well, that they literally did you at one stage get referred to as space elves. So that's where they came from. So the Eldar were meant to be elves.
And they've got similar names to the High Elves.
I mean, they are literally. They did literally start life as the, basically elves in space. Much like the Squats were, dwarves in space. The Orcs were orcs in space.
Ogres in space. Yeah.
No, they're orcs. Orcs are in both Fantasy Battleland and in 40k. They were all equivalent, and Chaos were.
Dwarves in space.
Yeah, Chaos space. Chaos were in both.
Imperium was probably like the humans in space.
Yeah, well, literally, yeah. So Uriel's been around for a long time. He is, I think he's from Bieltan. I think.
What is it, Bieltan?
It's one of the craft worlds.
Oh.
So basically, like you've got the craft worlds who are like the high elves, very lofty and arrogant, and keep themselves to themselves. But then you get the elves who go a bit off the beaten track. Uriel, I think that there's a whole load of lore about him in terms that he had journeyed away from his craft world. His craft world was getting attacked by, I can't remember who was attacking, Tyranids maybe. Say Tyranids for sake of argument. But then he returned to fight them off at the last and all this sort of thing.
But probably Chaos if he was counteracting the other Chaos, isn't it?
I don't think it was. I think it was Tyranids. This is going back to, I'm sure that lore was included in the 2nd edition Codex. Got it down there. But yeah, we've got a new model for him. It's good. What do you think, Matthew? Do you like?
I like the banners.
Like the banners, yeah.
They're doing a lot of banners, aren't they?
I'll be honest, not so keen. I do like Eldar. I've got quite a lot of Eldar that I'm going to be getting through, but I prefer I prefer my Aspect Warriors, to be honest.
I like the light blue.
He's fine though.
I like the light blue.
Yeah, it's a good paint job. He looks alright. Not hugely into him. He's alright though. Sky Reavers. These are flyy Eldar Corsair fellas and fellettes, I imagine. They do have ladies.
These are my second favourite Eldar faction.
Yeah. They're fine. Yeah. Because you got the Drukhari as well. These guys are sort of halfway in between. You do get.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there was an army that put together sort of Drukhari and Craftworld forces at one stage. Sort of not been around for very long though.
How come the Eldari don't try find new worlds to live on?
Well, they do, and the rumours are we'll be seeing some of their stuff actually. So then we have the I can't remember what they're called now, but they're basically people who left the Eldari worlds and rather going on these craft worlds, they went onto planets and they sort of I'm trying to remember what they're called. I can't remember what they're called, but they ride dinosaurs. Or basically, for the last 35 years since the 2nd edition Codex came out, which had one pencil-drawn image of Eldari riding dinosaurs, and in that one picture, everyone's been waiting 35 years for them to become a thing, and we're still waiting.
Well, maybe that's what the tower was, because they ride dinosaurs, don't they?
Do they?
Yeah, the Kroot things or whatever.
Oh, no, Kroot do, yeah, but that's because, they're not really dinosaurs, though. It's sort of like less evolved versions of themselves, of the Kroot, basically.
It's not dinosaurs, though.
No, it's not. Dinosaurs are their own thing. They're reptiles.
So are they!
Not really. Anyway, doesn't matter. So we've got this fella as well. This is sort of a Farseer, I think, for Karseth, he's called. Decent model. It's alright. It's fine. I mean, to be honest, it's just quite Eldari, isn't it? Just Eldari, just generically Eldari. It's fine. It's alright.
Don't like that though.
You don't like this?
No.
Well, now for me, right, the Viper jet bike was originally released about 1997 as a model, and this is an update of there was probably later versions of it. Now for me, the original OG Viper jet bike was the version in the Epic game. Like, so it was about this big, tiny little jet bike thing, and that's all we had for about 6 years of the Viper jet bike. But it was and you always waited for it to happen. It came out, I was like, oh, it's fine. It's fine. I quite like this. You're not keen on it, are you?
No.
I
don't really like the shape that much.
No, it's just a flyy sort of thing. Like a big it's a heavier jet bike, basically. It's fine. I quite like it. It's alright. It's alright. Different build of it. Do you prefer this build?
Yeah, a little bit.
I think I like it because it reminds me, I don't know if this is by intent, but if it is, much respect to them, but it reminds me of the Viper from Battlestar Galactica. Original series, that is. Which was
Battlestar Galactica?
Yeah, you won't have a clue. They reboot it. It's before you were born, there was a series, and that itself was a reboot of a series from before I was born, which is amazing. Some people out there might remember it. We've got some other Corsair fellas. What do you reckon to these guys? Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
fine.
still Eldari, aren't they?
It's Eldari. Anyway, there we go. That's the Eldari Corsairs. We also got some Legio Custodes.
These are in the Horus Heresy.
These are in the Horus Heresy now. I think this is the first plastic releases we've had for them in the Horus Heresy. What do you reckon to these guys? Very ornate, aren't they?
I like gold.
They are quite gold, it's fair to say.
I like gold, so I might paint them at some point.
Yeah, I think these look pretty good. I quite like them. They're all right. They are suitably Custodes.
Well, they look smaller than 40k ones, though.
Yeah, well, I think probably about the same, I would imagine.
Yeah, because they are just normal humans, aren't they?
Yeah, it's probably just the pictures. They're on quite a big. That's quite a big base. I think that's probably a 40mm base, so they're probably quite big miniatures. Some other ones with swords.
I like the shields.
Swords, yeah, swords and shields. They look good, don't they? Actually, yeah, I like.
I just really like gold. I think it's really nice.
They do a good job of painting it as well. It's good.
That's probably why, so many people buy things is because they like the paint jobs and stuff.
Yeah, it's true. And they can try and do it themselves.
I bet you've done that.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, very much. I'll tell you one miniature that's just like that. There's the Warhammer Plus model for this year. One of them is a Eldari collecting a spirit stone from a killed dreadnought.
You said you really liked that, didn't you?
Yeah, it is a wonderful model, but I think partially it's because it's got this bright yellow paint job. It looks amazing. I think so. I think it was the paint job that sold me on that.
Yeah, because I don't really like the Custodes other than the gold bit. I just really like the gold.
I think these are really good, actually. I like the very ornate armour. I've never been that into Custodes, to be honest, but I quite like these. These are pretty good.
They are also the Guard of the Emperor, which is pretty cool.
Car or something. So, what do you think of the car thing?
It's a car.
Flying car.
No, it's a car, isn't it?
Yeah, just flying car.
Why does the Custodes need a car?
Get them around quicker. We've already had this argument. I think this looks good. It does look pretty good, actually.
No, but I thought they just stand around the Imperial Palace all day.
I mean, they also get out and about, though. They've got jobs to do. They've got to go and do stuff. So, that's a thing. Anyway, so that's the new Custodes plastic in a box. Next up, so this was a release, middle of January we had this released. So this is for Killteam, which is right up our street. And also, look. There we go, there it is.
May or may not be for me.
It's half for you because... So what this is, let's tell the viewers what this is before we start going on about what we're going to do with it. So this is a box for Killteam. In the box, you're getting a few things. So basically, the core ingredients you need to play the game. Which you've got cards, you've got 2 teams, team for 1 each player. You've got an overview book. It doesn't give you much of the rules, but there is an app that has all the rules on, so that's fine. A couple of game boards to play on, and a deck of cards for each, so you've got some of the cards, and you've got all the tokens that you need to play the game. So you basically got a reasonable amount to be playing the game. It comes in about 80 quid or something, I think, depending on where you're shopping at, which is pretty reasonable. Matthew really wanted the Murder Wing, which is these fellas. Should we have a bit of a zoom in? So you really wanted the Night Lords with jetpacks. They are great models, aren't they? They look fantastic, these guys. So Matthew was really into having these. And with those in the cards, that would have set me back about sort of 55 to 60 quid. The box itself could be 80, so I thought for 20 quid I'm getting the Sisters of Battle in there as well, which are also good models. I do like these as well. Unfortunately, by the sounds of it, the Murder Wing rather break the game of Killteam and are far too good. They've been banned from quite a few tournaments.
I didn't even know that when I said I wanted them.
It's fine. We're playing for fun, Matthew. It's all good. Don't you worry. I'll get something else going with them as well, I imagine, at sometimes.
Hey, mine.
We'll see anyway. But yeah, so
you know, love the good stuff.
I would say great box. You know, the Sister Battles are good. You got the only thing you really miss is some training there. But this is not a starter set. This is a sort of launch box. It's not a launch box or something like that. It's a box just with the two factions. You know, they do this periodically, and yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. There you go. There's a bit of a zoom in on the Night Lords.
The only thing is, I don't get why they put 6 in a box when you only get to pick 5. It's just like
it's so you can build all the options.
They're edging you.
Well, it's so you can build the options. So what you wanted is to build 6 of them. Then you can pick 5 from the 6, depending on what fits to the particular game you're playing.
They're very melee, aren't they?
They are quite melee. Well, they're barely going to shoot anything. You know,
that's the bit I like doing.
So you're going to be aiming for missions that are going to target towards capturing getting up the board, basically.
Well, we always do the one where you capture points, don't we? Which these guys will be really good at. You know why? Because they can fly.
Well, this is where you get into your sort of, you know, into your various tac ops and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, anyway, there you go. Yeah, very good. Let's have a look at it. We're just talking about the Battle Night Lords. The Sister Battle are also.
They're quite cool, aren't they?
I like the models. I think these are, you know, as Sisters of Battle go, particularly, these are a little bit more. You know, these they're a bit more ornate. I like these, and I you know, I will play with them. You know, we have quite a few factions. We'll talk about that more in another video. But yeah, anyway, there you go. So they also had, we got some individual releases for a couple of other kill teams, which previously came out in another box, which I can't remember the name of. But we had the Tau.
I feel like those would be quite weak, though.
Generic Tau.
Yeah, and there's only 6 of them, 2 other than the drone.
But also the Wolf Scout. You've got these guys, haven't you, Matthew?
They're so good, aren't they?
Yeah, these are also very good as a faction. They've got some good rules. I got tabled in 2 turns by Space Wolf Scouts.
Yeah, but you only did 2 turns, so.
Well, yeah, but I still took my entire army.
I also tabled.
Yeah, we only did 2 turns. He killed my entire force.
I also killed you with them as well.
Yeah, absolutely smashed me. I mean, it was the first time I played my orcs, and to be fair, we've not played many games. But also, great models. They've got good rules. They are strong in the. They are one of the meta factions at the moment.
The wolf is very situational, though.
It depends what you want to do with him, you know. But yeah, quite wolfy.
He can only melee, and he's got 9 wounds, which is not very good.
He's very quick, though.
True.
Yeah.
He only gets 2 extra more inches than the average.
Then there were some data cards from. I did pick up the data cards for the Wolf Scouts. We found out you could buy only online. They weren't available in the shops, so I had to buy them from the Warhammer website. Anyway, there we go. That is Shadowhand.
I think the reason the Nightwings break the game is because I've checked their data cards. They're very good at melee, but they can also have a right go at shooting as well. Like,
I think the main thing is they just ignore terrain because they can fly.
Well, yeah,
so they're flying, they're meleeing. You know, they're pretty strong. Let's be clear, they are the new faction, and this is typical GW. OP them when they first come out, so everyone buys them, and then they'll nerf them in future updates.
Well, I feel like they'll still be pretty good for whatever they do, though. Obviously, they're going to nerf them, but
they won't completely
flying
ruin
Space Marines is like, you can't really balance that perfectly, can you?
Yeah, well, this is true. Anyway, also we have the first of a few releases. This is releases for the Iron Warriors.
Iron Warriors are finally getting some love.
They are getting some love, quite a lot of love actually. So, got this fella I like a lot.
He reminds me a bit of Perturabo, who looks a lot like him.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's got heft to him. He's got all the mechanical stuff. He is rather excellent. So this is the Warsmith. Craven Morn is his name. What do you reckon to him, Matthew? What are you thinking?
I really like the Iron Warriors because they're a bit of a mix of multiple factions, which I really like. They're a bit like the what's it called? The mechanical ones. What are they called?
Which one? Iron Hands?
Iron Hand, yeah, because they got all this stuff on them. Then you
Yeah,
got one job
yeah.
to circle around them with the mouths.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, circling.
Yeah, all the
All the
special gear
things.
around
Yeah,
them,
there you go.
and
Yeah.
they're a bit like the what's it called? The Imperial Fist, where they've got big chunky weapons.
Yeah.
And,
This is a big lad. I mean,
yeah.
this is one of those cases where I quite fancy picking them up just to paint them.
No.
I did it with the space.
You say this with every single miniature we look at.
Yeah, it's good though, isn't he? At some point, I will probably pick him up just to paint it for my case. I've recently finished what's he called? Subadin Khan and Arjak Rockfist. I'm into doing these characters just as one-offs. He's good, like him. Yeah,
He's back.
yeah, there he is. Also, some Iron Hands upgrade sprues. You got faces and so you can make your Space Marines into that. Going to look a bit like this when they're painted. But that's not it for the Iron Hands. We also have
He had the Space Marine helmet on his back.
Not just Iron Hands, admittedly, but they have lent into the Iron Hands painting.
Why have they got the Horus things on them?
These are mutilators. It's a generic chaos symbol.
Is it?
Yeah, it's it was basically what the lore says. They had it was originally the Eye of Horus, but then they adjusted it to be the Eye of Chaos.
Oh.
Something like that, anyway. Something I forget.
But everyone still calls it the Eye of Horus, though.
Because they scrubbed off a load of the insignias from the Sons of Horus out of shame.
Yeah, because they didn't.
That was the Black Legion, I think, did that.
They renamed it the Black Legion.
Because he lost and all that sort of thing. So yeah,
embarrassed him.
Embarrassed.
Wait, does that mean Abaddon is technically a Primarch if you think about it? Not like related to the Emperor.
He is a bit Primarchy, to be fair.
He's big enough to be one.
Yeah. So these are mutilators. So these are big beastie Chaos Space Marines, very mutated. What do you think to these, the mutilators?
Their body is mutated to their weapons.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how Chaos end up. You end up morphing in with your armour and your weapons.
Because we're not there, them.
Yeah, I don't know why they're so into it, but they seem to like it. You know,
maybe they've got a weird fetish.
I mean, maybe that is a thing.
Don't know why you'd fall
I like that.
Don't know why you'd fall to Chaos, but you know.
Yeah. So it says their body swells and their mind decays. Oh, apparently.
Are they wearing Terminator armor?
Yeah, I think just big beastie. Yeah, it's a bit Terminator-y, isn't it? Yeah, something like that. I think they are pretty good.
Yeah.
So again, these were all released within a handful of days. A lot of new Chaos stuff. We also had a Defiler. This is the Defiler. Yeah.
Looks like jelly beans.
So again, they've lent into. So there's an Iron Hands version.
Oh, look,
of
all
this.
the versions for the.
There is all the versions, but they've lent into.
I really like the.
Here you go.
One. Iron Hands.
Iron Warriors.
Iron Warriors.
Iron Warriors. Yeah, there's an Iron Warrior.
Why do they both have to begin with iron?
Oh, I know. I think out of all the builds that they've got here, I think the Iron Warriors one is the best one. That one.
I disagree. The what's it called? The corn one. It was at the start.
Yeah, they're not really showing us much of that.
No,
That's
really
just
cool.
just showing us a head.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I do like. Yeah, it's a good corn head. You can't beat a good corn.
I mean, to be fair though, corn, right? They have that thing on the head, and it just makes all of their units look really good.
Yeah. I do like the Iron Hands one with the Iron Hands head.
Oh, look, it's got a cannon in like the middle.
Oh, in
of
his chest.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this is good.
How would they enjoy that? Like.
Apparently they do. So this is a reimagining of a previous model, which was also good, but this is pretty.
I don't like that one as much.
No, yeah, the different builds. Some of them are better than others, I think. But
they're a bit like spiders.
Yeah, it is a bit spidery, isn't it? Well, crabby, I would say, bit crabby.
Yeah, crab, yeah.
He's definitely quite crabby, isn't he?
He's literally got pinches, so.
Yeah. Oh, I also like that one. That was good. There he is on the battlefield.
I think this is mostly to do with Iron Warriors, though, isn't it?
Yeah, well, they all got sort of announced about the same time. So yeah, that was a thing. Right, hang on.
So much to clear.
Also, we've got some more Skitarii for 40k. So this is 40k.
Actually,
Admech.
that looks like Adeptus Mechanicus.
It is Admech. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe it's
Mechanicus.
Skitarii.
Well, there is some Skitarii in a second. Hang on. There you go. They're spoilers.
They didn't look like Skitarii. Those look like... it didn't matter.
They are literally Skitarii heavies. That's what they're called.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is the Archmagos Terminus. He has got a lot of guns. A lot of guns. He or she? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it might be... I don't know.
Can't assume it.
Someone, I don't know if they were joking. I mean, someone was saying this is probably a lady because if you look, showing a bit of leg. Do they
really have genders when? Because they're mechanical.
And if they do, does it even matter at this stage?
No, really, does it?
You know, does it? I mean, yeah. I mean,
well, that's a leg. That's probably a.
I'm sure. I mean, to be fair, they may or may not identify in some particular way, and if they do, fine. If they don't, you know, they might just say, "I am now computer," sort of thing.
Well, yeah, it probably is what they do.
But yeah, anyway,
so computers.
What do you think to this model?
I actually really like it.
Yeah, I think it's mad, but that's what I want from the
there's just so much going
AdMech.
on. Isn't there?
That's what I want from the AdMech. I want mad. Mad is good. Yeah, we like. What's got Skitarii heavies? These are like Skitarii, but heavy. They
fed them a bit too much.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I'm not that keen.
No.
I think they're fine. I'd like to see what they would look like in a force of Skitarii Rangers and Skitarii Legionaries. I can't remember what the rank of file.
They fed the skinny ones a bit too much.
Yeah, but I'd like to see what they look like with other Skitarii. I think on their own, I'm not keen, but when you put them together with them, it might work. Not that keen. Fine, but you know, I mean, they look alright.
Is that an optional build?
These are different guns. So we've got some different guns. I think they look fine, but you know, not for me.
Yeah.
Not for me. I will not be purchasing.
No.
This is really a quick side just for you, Matthew. Total War 3,
no.
Cathay. We've got Tiger Warriors.
Tiger Warriors.
Wow, weird. Look at that.
What?
But to be honest, I'm only showing these for one reason alone. They've got to make models of this. If they make a unit of Cathay Tiger Warriors,
it's not that unrealistic. Do you know the whole theme of Cathay is that their leaders turn into dragons?
Well, yeah. Well, why not into a tiger as well? All I will say is, if they make these a thing as models, they can take my money now. They can have my money straight away. It's on the table. Come on, GW, make this a model thing.
We never see very much old world in these, do we?
There hasn't been much old world recently. I think that what happened was they finished the. I mean, these are old world, in fairness. But what's happened is I think they did the initial releases of re-releasing all the old miniatures. We got Cathay as a new faction. We're sort of the end of that cycle, so I think that we may or may not see a load more old world stuff in future. We'll just have to see how it pans out, I think. So coming up this is actually going up next Saturday. This is what's going up. So we've got a Cathay faction. We looked at these before Christmas. These are we've got the peasants, which I love, being led by one warrior. I love those. The guys with the guns behind shields, all that sort of thing. Got the arm, but I'm loving these. Myrmidon Destructor Host. These are wild. Look at these. Love them. I love that. So good. These plastic. The plastic. Oh, God. I shouldn't buy them. I'm going to buy them, aren't I? I'm definitely going to buy them.
Don't buy them.
But then look at them. They're so good. I think these are brilliant. These might be the best AdMech infantry that we've seen.
You'd have to take out a second mortgage on the house
even.
just to buy these. You bought too much.
One box right out there, will it, Matthew? One little box. One little box.
You really want a second mortgage?
Yeah, I know. We've done quite a lot, haven't we? Leader of the Skitarii. This is
Battle Program.
More horror series stuff, and this is we looked at these, the skinny boys.
Yeah.
Getting their individual release.
Oh
look, what's that? Individual release.
Oh.
This fella
had
just a little mini faction.
Had to go and do it Games Workshop, didn't you?
I could get into that.
No.
Oh, and then Captain Badrock.
He
is an old school model, classic orc miniature. I'm liking.
Ammo
run.
Do they literally just carry ammo for him?
Yeah. Well, just in general, I think. I think it is for him.
Yeah, because
look at the little pirate one. Oh, look at that little pirate one.
I think they're all pirates, Dad.
Yeah, that was coming up this Saturday. Oof, yeah. This was announced today. So this was the new Imperial Knight Destria. This is a new Imperial Knight. And what I would say about this is I like it less than the other ones.
Yeah. Actually, I disagree with that. I like it, but it's not. It's better than. I don't really like it, but it's better than the other Imperial Knight launch in miniature, I think.
You think?
Yeah.
Hang on. What about that fella?
Yeah, I think the new one's better.
You think the new one's better than that?
Yeah.
Oh, what is wrong with you? Oh, it's so good.
It's good, but I don't think it's better than.
One day I will possess you. One day. Yeah. Oh, so you like this, do you? I mean, it's sleeker. It's a good model. I prefer the heft in the other one. I think that's my general feeling.
I think it could just be the paint they've used. I like the red.
I mean, it could be that, I guess. This is probably a bit truer to the knights that were first released in Epic back in the 90s. So, in some ways it is more closer to that sort of look, but, fine. Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, it's good. I like that.
Chainsaw. Look at the chainsaw.
Yeah. I always think with that, though, what are you chopping? Because you're not going to chop any infantry because you can't reach. So who are you chopping?
Maybe he's cutting down the trees.
He's literally only useful in a fight against another knight because the Titan's going to take him out in seconds. So he's only useful if he comes into combat with someone literally the same size as him. Or a tree. Could be a tree.
Maybe he's just maybe he wasn't good at battle, so he was put as the camp lumber.
Well, we've got a bit of a comparison of size. These are all the different knights.
Maybe he's just the person that cuts down the trees for the kingdom.
Maybe that. I still prefer the other knight. And that's that. That is all things. What was your favourite? So that's everything from January and February.
There was no Space Wolves. So.
There wasn't. Well, Space Wolf Scouts got them for release.
Yeah, true. Actually, probably the Murder Wing.
The Murder Wing for you. Yes, the Murder Wing were excellent. I'm going to go for Huron Blackheart and his boys.
Okay.
I think that's a really good. I mean, like I say, I've never really felt much inclination to get Chaos Space Marines, but actually, I could see myself getting some for.
I actually quite liked them as well.
I think they're very good. I could see that happening. Anyway, there we go. So, what are we going to say to the viewers, Matthew?
Bye, don't like, subscribe, and hit the bell.
Do all those things. Bye.
Bye-bye.